So on a bouncing ball, the squash and stretch is going to follow the arc. So on a bouncing ball, the squash and stretch is going to follow the arc. Let's go here. We're going to talk about squash and stretch. So as it's coming up, we're going to have a lot of squash, right? Have a lot of stretch. And at the top, we're going to go back to our default no stretch. So the first one up is going to be really stretched. And then we're going to be coming back to normal. So at the very top of the peak, there's going to be no squash and stretch, but you can see that my stretch is following the curve. Right, so as it's coming down, we're following it like this. Another thing is you want to preserve the volume. Say the ball is this big, it has to get skinnier as it goes. Let's go look at our bouncing ball now. At the top of the arc, Your ball rig is probably going to be different. This is just a quick one that I threw together. The bottom of the first bounce, I'm going to give it a squash. And let's just take all of this and give us some more frames. Let's just start on frame 10. So on frame 1, I'm going to grab everything, set a key. All right, so this is the first bounce, and this is going to be the first frame off the ground. This is going to be our big stretch. Here, I want to just take all this and set a key. On the ground, I'm going to make a squash. And then before that, something I like to do is add anticipation. If you want this ball to feel alive, you want to give it anticipation. So the squash is anticipation for the jump, but I like to add, say this is the default position. I just set a key here. Then I'm going to do one frame where I just go up slightly. I'm going to anticipate the squash. So it's going to go up and then down. And then this frame, I am going to, let's go to the side view. I'm going to stretch the ball by grabbing my squash and stretch controls. And we're just going to stretch it, something like that. And the frame before I needed to, and it's a squash. So where's the top of the frame? Top of the ball is right here. So this is the top of the arc, and I'm going to take my squash and stretch controls. Okay, and just adjust them so that it goes back to a normal shape. No squash and stretch. I'm still making it follow the curve of the arc. See how I had the ball is following that? It's actually a little too much. Too angled. And then as it's coming down, this is going to be all the way rotated. Rotated all the way around. This frame is a squash. Frame before that is a stretch. And I'm just trying to keep it centered on my transform control. So, boing. So also on a squash and stretch, you want that to follow the same arcs in the graph editor as your up and down. So now I'm going to grab my squash and stretch controls. So this one and my transform control, and go in and look at the arcs here. All right, so here I accidentally added a key. So let's look at my squash and stretch controls. Those are the translates here. So we want basically no movement. We want this to be centered. I'm going to get rid of the key in the middle. Let's just take all these, make them weighted. I want this to be a fast out. So this is my translate Y. Just make that a fast out, and it looks like I can make this, I can get rid of that. Fast out and a fast in. Here though, I can make this one the same as my Because I want, you want the squash and stretch to deform based on the speed that your ball is moving. If it's going slow at the top, then we want the deformation to go slow on the squash and stretch, right? So here, be fast. The reason I'm deleting this is because it's basically right in the middle anyway, and it's already linear. All right, so we got that. And we could do it again with the next hop. The peak is there, which, well, let's just flip it all the way around for this one. And I'm just taking this and snapping. So this is going to be a squash. And then this is the middle. And it's going to be sideways again, following that arc around the circle. This is a little bit way squashed. This frame, we're going to get a little bit of stretch. And just center it on my control there. As it's coming down, this frame, this one, right, give it some squash. One other tip that's pretty important for the squash and stretch to feel correct is that the frame that it hits the ground, it needs to be a squash. So the frame before it hits the ground can be a stretch, and then the frame that it takes off from the ground, that is a stretch, and it's usually not going to be touching the ground. 1 or 2 frames on the ground, and I could add another frame in here so that you feel the squash, but when it's on the ground, we want that to be squashed. If you have it stretched when it's touching the ground, it's going to feel like it hits and then squashes and then stretches and then jumps. But we want it to just feel like it hits and flies off. Okay, so if I go back to my graph editor, I'm going to do that same thing. Look at my squashy, stretchy controls. And it was, so here I have it, it's hitting, squashing. So I'm not going to worry about that squash pose, but then this one, I'm going to tighten this up. And same here. Break that. Let's do, break these tangents. All right, so if I was to add another bounce, I'd continue that same forward distance. And on the smaller bounces, you can start it coming to a stop, but on these main big bounces, it's always gonna be going forward the same amount that it's going up. But that's just pretty much it. You can see that decent bounce. If you have a rotation control, which I built into mine, we can also give it a little bit more spin. So this is my rotation control that'll rotate the pattern. And a lot of bouncy ball rigs have this. So you might have it, but this is just a rotation that's independent of the squash. See, so I can rotate it and it's still squashing. So here, if I set a key, this frame, let's just rotate it however much we want to. Let's just make it linear. So yeah, then you can just come in and adjust it how you need to. There you go. Thank you for watching, and I hope those tips helped you on your bouncing ball assignments, and good luck.